Right then, it's time to make our decision. Which faction are we going to go with? I'm going to go with the AEA, the Australian Eradication Agency. I think that's best. I want to be my own person. I don't want to be aligned with anybody that's military based, because you're just going to get bossed around. The same with these. You're just going to be a slave to these factions, where at least with this one, we get to do our own work, get our own contract, and just disappear from the spotlight. You should only vote once until the voting period is over. Continue vote. Marshal Fedorov. We are on the trail of target designated S225. We have learned a great deal about the man throughout our investigations. During this time in the survival pod, he was imbued with superhuman strength. He has used this strength among his other capabilities to eliminate at least 33 obstacles over the past several days. His decision-making skills are questionable. His choices often result in near-death experiences to himself and those around him. He was able to obtain 61 useful items in his journey, and he's extremely proficient in the use of lockpicks. His presence in Shambletown will be felt for years to come. We believe 5225 to be responsible for the outbreak of Nimbans, which is correct, and the deaths of over 100 citizens. However, he was extremely violent and made very questionable choices. A psychological evaluation is recommended before potential recruitment. It was also brought to my attention that he may have contracted a sexually transmitted disease from a local prostitute. Yay! The monstrosity, Abrabi, was subdued with an explosive device of undetermined origin. Judging by the decisions he has made, I give 5225 a C rating with a total score of 89. He is an average candidate. He does not seem to value anything of worth. He will require further training in order to be considered. That's hilarious. C+ we got. So this must be like a mini ending.
A little more. There we go. Which way from here? The fuck was that? What on earth? The hell you doing, you maniac? What's this you've got? Ah, a slaver, huh? My ticket to a free ride. You fucked cunt.
Excellent. So we got that guy. We saved that guy by giving him dodgy ammo.
Masha! Galina! Masha! Galina! Вы здесь?
Oof.
Маша! Моя любовь! Как они могли? Маша! Моя любовь! Прости меня!
Brutal.
More minutes.
Hotel Juliet 0, this is Bravo Oscar 3. It's done. What am I looking for? Over.
That's a device. It should be grey with a green display mounted on a wall somewhere. A red button on the side, small yellow sticker on the front. Over?
Yeah, I've spotted it. Now what? Over.
How's it look? Over?
How's it look? It looks like a grey box with a green display, a red button on the side and a small yellow sticker on the front. Over.
I mean, what condition is it in? Over?
Looks fine to me. Mind telling me what this is all about?
Over.
Over.
Well, all they said was to check that it was working. Functional. You know, over.
It's functional. Can we wrap this up? Over.
I've relayed the message. Just waiting on a response. Over.
Roger. But if there's nothing else you need here, I'm gonna walk back in the saddle. Over.
North. They want you to head north. Do you read? Over.
We're on our way. Out.
So I've just realised that minigun in the background, we've been collecting parts for that. I think we got 2 or 3.
Davo! I need to know that you understand.
Yes, I understand. My wife is dead. My daughter is missing. I have been relieved of duty.
Okay, good. Now, we have no information on who it was or why they left you alive. It doesn't really make any sense, but we did get some coordinates on your daughter's locator system before it powered off. I've put it all in here. I'm sorry, but I have to escort you from the town.
I see.
I can't even begin to understand what you're going through, and if there's anything else I can do before you leave.
A horse.
Huh?
Like a new cock.
A horse and a rifle.
Come on, mate.
Listen to me carefully. I can ensure that every man posted in this flea pit is sent out with me. You know this. All I'm asking for is a horse and a rifle.
You got it.
Good. Good.
Hey, did they, really cut it off?
Пошел нахуй отсюда!
Удачи тебе там.
It's funny because I think we actually played the villain in this game. We just caused chaos.
That is correct. Class A. A time dilation capsule. Minimal information is available. Yes, sir. Without a doubt. All branches. That is my recommendation. I will handle the extraction. Non-lethal force. Alive or not at all. Anyone who intervenes? Very well, sir.
Well, hello there, Mr. or Mrs. Pirate Person. So, you made it this far.
This is awesome. This will be a specific cutscene for the free/pirated version. So it'll be interesting to find out what this is. I think this might actually be the end of the game because it seems to be wrapping up everything. Maybe like everything that we've done will be continued in a sequel. I don't think there's going to be any more gameplay after that, after seeing like these ending scenes.
Good for you! I guess the whole thieving bastard thing didn't have much of an effect, huh? Truth be told, it really does. Anyhow, if you'd like to see more of these adventures, you should consider going to the place you didn't buy it from to get yourself a copy. Or not. Whatever. Thanks for playing.
So that's that.
How's it going? I'm the creator of Repella. As you may or may not know, I'm a solo developer. That means everything you just saw, read, or heard came from up here. From animation to dialogue, notes, visuals, every bloody thing. Not only
Phenomenal.
that, as you may have already noticed, I voiced the main character. Oh, la-di-da, you spoke some words into a fucking microphone. Big whoop, you dickhead. It's not even in 3D. The character can't jump, everything's a fucking video, and to be honest, mate, the voices you did weren't even that great. And what about Stan? Stan doesn't get a mention? You fucking cheeky bastard. Fuck off. Yeah, right, Stan. Stan was a big help towards the end of development. He turned my spaghetti code into... Oh, I don't know. I've got no idea what's going on when I look at this sort of thing, but it works. Anyway, you might ask yourself why being a solo developer is a big deal. Well, it's a big deal because for the past 6 or so years, I did all of this and came out with a finished product. So, the way I see it, if I can do all of that by myself with barely any money, I can probably do a whole lot more with even just a little bit of support. When I started development, Repella Fella was supposed to be a 15-minute flush game where you got to choose what happens. Like those old Ray games I made 20 years ago. 20 years ago? Fucking hell. Now, if I were able to make a sequel, the intention would be to build on all of that and make everything much more interactive. Something where you're in control more of the time. So, if you want to see a sequel, please consider telling others about the game. I'm not greedy. I just need enough to be able to pay voice actors and hire maybe 1 or 2 people to help with the workload every now and then. I don't want to have to go to these places that offer their grants with all their strings attached, all their rules and all their other bloody bullshit. I just want to do what I've been doing. Or not. I'm more than happy to just play games rather than make them. That's about it. I hope you enjoyed Repella Fella.
What a fucking legend this guy is. Lads, the thing is the game was actually phenomenal. Like, if developers put this much effort in to making with a team, I've played point and click adventure games that have had a team behind them that were worse than this game. It's mind blowing. This one guy did it. Took 6 years. 6 years isn't even really that long of a development cycle. Considering, well, maybe for an indie game it is, but not definitely for an indie game with one person. It's quite a phenomenal that he could achieve that in 6 years because years fly by. But full development teams take longer to build anything that's not even half as good as what I played here. It would have been nice if this was longer, but I can't fault it because the guy made it by himself. The graphics, the art style was fantastic. Remind me of South Park. The puzzles for the most part were logical and awesome. Not only that, I've only played through the game once, as you've seen, but I imagine from the looks of it, there's different solutions for certain puzzles in the game which can take you on forking paths, you can either miss some dialogue, miss some cutscenes, or see different ones. I think there is going to be a lot of replayability in this. Obviously the ending there, which I didn't think was the ending, where you chose a faction, it's for his next game. That's why I was a bit confused when there was a vote, but that makes sense now. So to see like what people vote on, or which side they want to go with. If he does make another game, I would like to see either the faction I chose be the one that the next game's based on, or the Russians. I'm not too bothered about the Americans. I thought they were pretty weak. They were probably the evil guys, but then again, that could be a lot of fun if you're working for the evil people. So yeah, I thought it was hilarious. I loved how you could butcher everyone in the game, which is exactly what I did. But I imagine if you played through this a different way, seeing what the intelligence side brings out, I imagine it's going to be mind control, a bit like that American Girl. Maybe those roles are reversed if you choose intelligence as a starting path. Yeah, very interesting, very impressed. So lads, I think this is, I give it very high praise from what I've played. It was very enjoyable. The voice acting was fantastic. Like you very rarely get that in indie games, and this guy's definitely got the voice for voice acting. Guy's a hero. So I can highly recommend the game, and I recommend you guys play it. Hope you enjoyed the playthrough, lads, and I'll see you in another one in a bit, lads.